How to form an LLC in Georgia. When starting a new company, choosing a business entity is one of the most important decisions that you make. For most businesses with more than one founding member, forming an LLC is often the best option. Before we begin, let's quickly define what an LLC is. An LLC stands for Limited Liability Company and is an uncomplicated business structure that gives business owners legal protection by separating personal assets from business debts. Creating an LLC can get complicated depending on where you're based, as the process differs from state to state. To avoid any missteps, follow along as we show you how to form an LLC in Georgia. The first step in forming an LLC is to select a name. Georgia has 3 naming guidelines. 1. Your LLC's name must contain one of the following phrases or abbreviations: Limited Liability Company, Limited Company, LLC, LLC, LC, or LC. The words company and limited may be substituted with the abbreviations Co. and Ltd. respectively. 2. Your LLC's name must be distinguishable from the names of existing businesses on file with the Georgia Secretary of State Corporations Division. 3. An LLC's name must have 80 characters or less, including punctuation and spaces. After selecting a name for your LLC, you can reserve it with the Georgia Secretary of State Corporations Division. To do this, first, search for your chosen business name in Georgia by performing a business search. 2. Then file a name reservation request with the Corporations Division online or by postal mail to reserve a name for up to 30 days. Note that reserving a name has a fee. Check the description below for more details. Step 2. Designate a registered agent. Like most U.S. states, forming an LLC in Georgia requires appointing a registered agent service. A registered agent is an individual or a company that acts as your official point of contact in the state to receive legal documents, service of process, and other official communications from the state. It is their job to forward these documents and communications to your LLC in a timely manner. A registered agent also helps save time mailing documents and keeps your address and other personal information private. Your registered agent must meet the following requirements. 1. Must be a state resident with a street address in Georgia. 2. Have a business office in Georgia if located out of state. Check out the description below for recommended registered agent services that can guide you through this entire process. Step 3. File Articles of Organization. An LLC is officially formed in Georgia by filing Articles of Organization with the Corporations Division. The Articles of Organization must provide the following details: LLC name and address, registered agent's name and address, the signature of an LLC member, manager, organizer, or legal representative. You can file online or by mail. If you choose to file by mail, you must include a transmittal form. This form must include the following: LLC name reservation number, names and addresses of organizers, registered agent name and address, LLC email address, LLC principal address, article filers' names and addresses. Note that there is a fee. Check the description below for more details. Next is to create an operating agreement. An operating agreement does the following: describes your business structure, establishes the individual responsibilities and obligations of your LLC members, details how the LLC will be run. Although Georgia doesn't require one, an operating agreement clarifies the specific duties of its members, which may help your LLC avoid significant legal and operational difficulties. Step 5. Get an EIN. Before your company is ready to start doing business, you must obtain an IRS Employer Identification Number, EIN, by applying on the IRS website. The 9-digit EIN is like a social security number for a business and is necessary for things like paying income tax, filing tax returns, opening a business bank account. You can apply for an EIN on the IRS website. Finally, make sure to complete all additional legal requirements. File annual registrations. Georgia LLCs are required to file an annual registration each year. The first registration must be filed between January 1 to April 1 in the first calendar year following the LLC's formation. Pay taxes. Certain Georgia LLCs, such as those that collect sales tax and those that have employees, must register with the Georgia Department of Revenue. Acquire additional licenses. Some LLCs in Georgia may be required to have additional state or local business licenses depending on the type of their business and where they are based. Check out the First Stop Business Information Center hosted by the Georgia Secretary of State for comprehensive information on state licenses. Consult with a city clerk in the city or county where your LLC is based for information on local licensing requirements. So, to sum it up, how to form an LLC in Georgia. 1. Select a name. 2. Designate a registered agent. 3. File articles of organization. 4. Create an operating agreement. 5. Obtain an employer identification number. 6. Fulfill your legal obligations, particularly relating to filing annual registrations, registering with the Department of Revenue, and applying for any additional licenses you may need. By following these steps, you can form an LLC in Georgia. All the websites mentioned earlier are located in the description below and a link to a guide. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our other videos answering your questions to all things LLC.